Hi guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the addiction and how hard can it be and what solutions I have for you guys. And so yeah, the people who doesn't know, my name is Alexandra Riddle and this is my channel. So I try to record pretty often, but I don't know, it's like if I don't have any time. So yeah, welcome back to my channel. And so yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm an addict myself. I actually just got sober recently, so it's been 1 month and I think 10 days now, so 40 days. I got 4 days sober, completely sober. The only thing I do is I smoke cigarettes. I was trying to quit that, but I'm still kind of in process of quitting. But besides that, yeah, I quit heroin and meth 40 days ago. So it's still really hard, um, but at the same time, I'm really dedicated this time and I'm really super forward. Like, I'm really honest, and this time is really different because I tried to get sober many times before and it never really worked. So yeah, so I'm still in sober living in Los Angeles, California. Actually, not Los Angeles, it's Long Beach, but it is kind of Los Angeles. It's one of the counties in Los Angeles area. So yeah, it can be really hard still because of the pandemic. A lot of places are still closed, and I used to go to meetings like CA and AA, and I really liked NA meetings, but because of the pandemic everything is closed and they do this stuff online now, and I don't really like to do that. So I do have a therapist, so that's great. She's amazing. I really want to tell you, everyone who is trying to get sober or just struggling right now, definitely get a support group or to get a therapist or counsel, just someone to talk to. And definitely avoid people who are still using. That's like one of the big things. You know, if you're still in the area and you cannot move, which would be awesome if you could move from the bad places or the place where you used to use before, that would be amazing. But if it's not possible, you can still make it. You can still make it. It's all about the choices. Unfortunately, I don't really have an easy answer for anyone out there who's struggling right now, but it's all about choices. It's definitely really hard, but for me personally, it was like a life and death situation because my drug of choice was heroin, as I said. It was actually fentanyl. If some people out there who knows, it can be really difficult, and it's definitely scary. Drugs are no good, and I am even against marijuana. You know, that's just my opinion. I don't like anything, I don't do anything, and I consider it's a drug. So the cigarettes, I do consider cigarettes a drug. It's legal, it's everywhere, and people just misunderstand cigarettes, in my opinion, and marijuana. You know, I live in Los Angeles now and it's legal here, so there's definitely a lot of pressure, but I just made the decision for me that I want to stay completely sober out of everything, and I know that if I try to do marijuana, it'll just lead me back to using again, just too similar to heroin. So I mean, talking about heroin, like it can be really hard because there's still a lot of people who are using here. I see people who use everywhere. You know, I did get got offered drugs sometimes from strangers. That's the hardest part for sure, because I'm still new to sobriety and it's really scary, but I just haven't relapsed yet and I'm not planning to relapse. But it can be really hard for sure. So what I wanted to say, yeah, just stay strong, you know, just you have to make that decision for yourself. Because as I said, for a lot of people, it's life and death kind of situation. And I know that everyone has to hit their own low bottom, as we say always. I think I definitely did reach mine. Um, I might talk about that in my different video, in my next one, or sometime soon, but I wasn't planning to talk about it in this video. So yeah, you have to stay strong, you know, stay connected definitely, because there is some moments I still have that I want to use so bad, and it's still hard for me to take myself out of that. If I start thinking, you know, these feelings are overwhelming and it can be hard. But again, I don't have a lot of, I'm still new to sobriety. So I think that's the reason why. But I did try to get sober many, many times, and I went to rehabs. It never worked for me. I didn't think the times were right. I just have something on my, what is that? So yeah, I don't know, but I'm so grateful, so grateful to be sober today. It's a big step for sure. As I said, I don't have a lot of people that I can connect with right now because I'm still new to the area, and it's not like I can find someone, you know what I'm saying, like we have to connect, and it can be really hard because of the pandemic. And it's really it's a hard times, and not everyone can get sober during those times because it is hard. It's really hard, especially right now. But I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to overdose. If your drug of choice was heroin, and I mean meth, it's honestly, in my opinion, I think it's even worse. Like in a lot of ways, it can be worse. And worst, like I see a lot of tweakers where I live right now. It's getting pretty crazy. You know, it's so cheap to get drugs and it's easy to find. It's pretty scary. So, but you still can do it. I still believe in you. Just stay strong, find the ways, and I mean, there's definitely help out there, and just reach out. And yeah, if you ever need to talk to me, you can definitely text me and we can talk about whatever you guys want to. If you have any like questions so far, like recovery wise, I'm definitely here. I'm like for right now, I'm working on myself and I'm trying to get my life back on track. And there's a lot of things I have to do, you know, but I'm sober today and this is amazing. I have a place where I'm staying. It's a sober living. It's like, I mean, it's possible, you guys. You know, if you're on the streets right now, I definitely were there. You know, so I was homeless many times, and you still can do it. You know, because I mean, if you're doing drugs, there's nothing good. Like, there's nothing good about drugs. There's nothing good that's gonna bring to your life, if it makes sense. You know, the people that you use with, they're no friends. They're not your friends. And I know that there's some good people out there who are using, and you guys might be even friends, you know, if they get sober one day. But I'm just saying, you know, it's like those co-users, they're not your friends, and they never will, because the only thing we like to do as addicts, we like to get loaded, and that's the only thing in common. You know, I know there's some people like to use by themselves. There's people who like to use in groups and stuff, with other people. um, because it does get lonely. It's like the more you use, this hole inside of you just grows, and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And on those withdrawal moments, or the times you want to quit, this hole inside of you is just insane. It's talking about feelings and emotions. It's we are humans, and we have to find a way to deal with our emotions, and the drugs, it's not the way out. It can be a temporary fix, but the more you use it, the more you will understand that it's not a solution. It's not a solution. It's only solution to die, or to end up in jail or in a mental institution, for sure. In the long run. So you don't want that. If you have any mental issues, I think you should go to the hospital, or to ask for meds or whatever. But again, in my opinion, we are humans and we have emotions. We need to find the way to cope with them. I'm still struggling with that thing, and I'm not sure if I want to take any meds to help me with that. I actually have an appointment coming up soon to see a psychiatrist, but again, I'm not sure if I want to do that. We all have depression and anxiety, and it's fine because we're humans. We have feelings. You can't take that away from us. And if you try to do so, it's like going against the nature. And because drugs are against the nature. It's against your human self. It's not doing anything. It's just squeezing you like a lemon and your own resources. And it's really bad in the long run. If you're using for a long time, there is definitely consequences you have to face. And that's why it's every day, every single day, every week you continue using, it's going to be harder and harder to stop. Because there's health consequences, hair loss, a lot of things. And it's hard to stop, but you need to stop. Because I wish everyone to succeed. I don't want anyone to fail. I want you guys to succeed, and that's not the way out. I really want you guys to hear me out. Because there's people gonna be using everywhere you go, but it's your life. Do what you gotta do to get yourself sober, and because you're strong. I believe in you, because I did it. I didn't know. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional here. I didn't know if it's possible, honestly. I didn't know if it would be possible, but I just made that decision no matter what, because at that time I was dating a guy and he was an addict. You know what I'm saying? It was hard, but I had to do me. I wanted me, this Alex, to be happy in this life, and I had to cut people off and move to a different place and see I'm doing it. I didn't go to rehab this time. I'm in sober living, but I did it all myself. I didn't went to the detox this time. I was on Suboxone for a while, but I just saw a doctor. It's possible. It is possible. I know you guys are strong. You guys just need to find a way to communicate and with yourself, find your own truth, your way in life. And I know it's the way to cope with problems and stuff, but problems are not gonna go away, and that's not the solution. It sounds really corny, but you guys need to find this to find the solutions for that. And drugs are not the solution for your problems. It's just putting that stuff away on hold. You know what I'm saying? And your problems are gonna grow and grow and grow. Besides, your mental problems, your health problems, your money-wise problems, everything is gonna grow. Your social anxiety, it's hard. But even though it's gonna be hard, there's help out there. You know, there's a lot of people who wants to help you and who loves you, and you'll get there. I believe in that. And so yeah, I don't know, this is just my message to you guys.